going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Comprehensive care with a compassionate touch. That will always be the guarantee at Encompass Healthcare in Etheridge, Tennessee. Whether you're looking for primary or urgent care, x-ray services, or weight loss treatments, the team at Encompass is equipped to serve your needs today. The doors are open Monday through Thursday from 8 to 5 and from 8 to noon on Fridays. Make an appointment with providers Kendra Brown, Tori Cox, or Ellie Brown today. That's Encompass Healthcare, located on Highway 43 North in Etheridge, next door to Chapman Tire. The Summit of Lawrenceburg is the premier senior and assisted living community in the region. The Summit makes it home for you or your loved one with diverse suites that welcome and encourage community, plus gathering spaces, neighborhoods, daily activities, and a wonderful staff that supports you every day.
Hi, I'm Tara Blue. I'm the new director of the Summit, and we would like to invite you and your family to come and tour our facility. We would love to see you here.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
For high school athletes, every game counts. You push your limits and you chase your dreams. But when injury strikes, you need more than just recovery. At Southern Tennessee Orthopedics, we're here to get you back in the game faster and stronger. From cutting-edge treatments to personalized and compassionate care, we're here for your every move. Our specialized team of experts encompass decades of experience in sports-related injuries. Dr. Paul Thomas, Melanie Durham, and Julie Marcus offer the most comprehensive care from diagnosis to recovery. With advanced treatments and tailored rehabilitation plans, we'll help you heal stronger and faster. Trust Southern Tennessee Orthopedics to keep you at your best because your future is worth it.
Pat's Cafe and Catering has been proudly serving customers in Lawrenceburg since 1987. For 4 generations, our family-run cafe has served up delicious breakfast and lunch favorites, with friendly service and a welcoming atmosphere. We also offer full-service catering and can help to make your next party or event a success. For great food and friendly faces, visit us today at Pat's Cafe and Catering.
Efficiency, reliability, accuracy. Move forward with your real estate sale or purchase with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County, the most experienced closing team around. Working with clients locally and throughout the state, we offer a wide range of services, including the expertise of an on-staff attorney, backed by our more than 49 years experience in titles and closings. We get the job done on time at a fair price and ensure every last detail is correct. Our goal is to give you peace of mind. When you work with us, you work with people who live where you do. We understand the importance of the real estate community and strive to build strong relationships with all parties involved in the process. Whether you're buying a home, selling a business, acquiring land, or anything in between, you're in good hands with Title and Escrow of Lawrence County.
Put the most experienced closing team on your side. Contact Title and Escrow of Lawrence County today.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, and Michael Marks. And guys, another beautiful day outside and not too hot, not too cold, just kind of perfect in a lot of ways. But we've got a lot of news breaking today. Not much, I should say, on the field stuff, a lot of off the field stuff involving ESPN and some things. So we'll get right into it right now. ESPN is acquiring the NFL Network and NFL Red Zone. And in exchange, the NFL will get a 10% equity stake in the All Sports Network. It was announced on Tuesday night. ESPN will also acquire the NFL's fantasy product and merge it into its existing platform, making ESPN Fantasy Football the official game of the NFL. In a separate deal, the NFL also agreed to license to ESPN and other NFL content and intellectual property that will appear on the NFL Network and other assets. So that's step number one, that this is straight up a league partnering with one exclusive brand.
I wondered why my fantasy app looked a little different yesterday. I
couldn't find mine when I was trying to set my baseball.
Well, I saw like the ESPN logo and I was like, why is it green and blue now?
They changed the colors.
So they got to do a little rebranding. I think it's got potential for this to be a very good deal. Obviously, you know, the ESPN's up there with one of the best coverages of the NFL. Obviously, they got NFL Live. They do Monday Night Countdown before Monday Night Football. But it also has the potential to be really bad and to oversaturate it with too much of their product and not keeping it the way that the NFL Network had set up and built such a great product over the years. So my hopes are high, obviously, to start off with, but you know it's going to be one of those wait and see kind of things.
I'm going to take a kind of different angle at this. One, you know, obviously good for ESPN to be able to get this nailed down, and you know we'll see how it goes. But this is also kind of underlying the times that we're in, because you make a good point where the NFL's partnering up with an actual entity instead of we're the NFL, y'all cover us, and we're not specifically picking a single one of you. CBS, NBC, obviously ABC's owned by Disney, and they don't do, or they have Monday Night Football already, but Fox as well.
Amazon,
Netflix. But going back to what happened with the CBS or the SEC on CBS issue, where the SEC got so big and needed so much of that money that CBS could no longer do it. Well, ESPN obviously had the money, and they bought the contract rights. This is just showing the times again that these major not necessarily affiliates, but the big time, you know, broadcasting channels, they're losing money, and they are not able to afford all of these big time contracts. And that's one of the things that I took out of it was, obviously good for ESPN. They continue to grow and reach out, but I mean that is in my eyes pointing to the fact that the terrestrial TV and all those big time stations, they're starting to lose, and you're getting, we mentioned Amazon, they're getting on board. You saw TNT, I believe, has, who did they start doing? Is it football?
TNT did helped with the college football playoff, and I believe they'll be doing like some, not sure if it's like the Mountain West or the WAC, but they'll be,
the Pac-12 is on the CW. And some ACC games are on the CW. I think it's like Big 12.
Big 12.
So that sort of stuff.
But you're getting that shift away from CBS, NBC, Fox, and you're going more towards these other entities. And that's kind of what I kind of read between, because, again, going back to what you said, the NFL had all these people covering them. We're going to go with ESPN as the first time of like a big partnership.
So some clarification in this article. ESPN platforms will also license 3 additional NFL games per season, giving it a total of 28. NFL Network will continue to show 7 games per season, with some games shifting to the NFL Network from ESPN's original schedule. Dates and games were not announced. All of ESPN-owned games will air on the linear direct-to-consumer platform. According to a joint statement, ESPN will own broad rights to the Red Zone, including the trademark, and will continue to distribute the channel to pay TV operators. The NFL will continue to own, operate, and produce the Red Zone channel and will keep its rights to distribute it digitally. The NFL Network will be owned and operated by ESPN, which will control the network's linear and digital rights. NFL Network will be integrated into ESPN's upcoming direct-to-consumer product. So it looks like they're still going to be operating separately for now.
Yep.
But, obviously ESPN owns a lot of that. And, again, you can, whenever they come out with this channel, you'll be able to access that as part of the product. So this joint statement sounds good, but I don't know, guys. I'm just like anything else that ESPN controls. It's like there's so many people that you guys got that I do not want to see on that channel.
Yeah. Yes.
I love Red Zone.
Yep.
I love the NFL Network. What they do is so much better than what ESPN does.
Yeah.
I don't want to see Stephen A. Smith on. I don't want to see Mike Greenberg, Dominique Foxworth. Keep that crap on your channel so that I'm not watching. Keep it away from this.
Yep. Yeah. And I think that they've shown in the past that they can. You go back to when they took Joe Buck and Troy Aikman from Fox.
That was a big move.
But they kept them together, and
they let them be them.
And they let them be them. And I feel like that they're trying to do the same thing with the NBA today, or what I guess it's what's called the one that Barkley and all them have inside the NBA. And I feel like that they're also trying to keep them together and not add somebody or take somebody away. But I'm with you. If you're bringing in these entities, obviously you see value in them. Well, why do you have value in them? Because NFL Red Zone has Scott Hansen, and he's perfect.
Yep.
Keep him. NFL Network has these guys on there. They do a great job. Keep them. You're wanting that value because of who they are. Don't change them.
Well, that's the thing with bringing the NBA in. Like you can take the name of that show and throw it on ESPN and put a bunch of ESPN guys on there. It's not going to be the same show. But you keep Barkley, you keep Shaq, you keep Kenny Smith, you keep
Ernie Johnson.
I mean, that product will still be valuable. But if NFL tries to, or ESPN tries to redo Red Zone and throw a bunch of different people on there that aren't Scott Hansen, which is probably what we're going to see, product's not gonna feel the same to the consumer, and it kind of sours what once was a good thing.
Yeah. We as sports fans love all the extra stuff. We love how the sausage is made. We consume it, but the big thing for them is the games. That's what ESPN makes their money on. That's what the NFL Network makes its money on. Fox, CBS, all this. They can throw crap on the pregame show and no one watches, which, judging by the ratings, how many people are watching. What they do watch is the game. I think that's what ESPN is really kind of grasping at here. And another big update today, in 2026, WWE will be moving all 8 of their PLEs to the ESPN Direct-to-Consumer app. So ESPN is pretty busy, which this move shouldn't be shocking. TKO, who owns ESPN and the UFC, already has an existing deal with ESPN, even though they might be looking to get, once the contract is up, looking to go somewhere else. But that might not be the case now, since they're sending WWE's PLEs to ESPN.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at just kind of where WWE is right now and just how passionate the fan base is, especially after SummerSlam, the first two-night SummerSlam event, ESPN in my eyes is kind of like the predator going after the prey. When you look at these other programs like CBS and just programs that are behind the curb, and ESPN is taking advantage of it. It's like you said, AJ, whoever has the highest bidder will win. And I think WWE fans right now are probably thinking, okay, well, I got to pay $30, just to watch a PLE. But then again, I think it's huge because ESPN and WWE, we know WWE has definitely grown these past 4 years with TKO and Paul Levesque underneath, taking control, and Nick Khan. But you look at just kind of the program where ESPN is, and just also not just WWE, but they're taking in NASCAR within these next few years as well. So as a WWE fan, I don't hate it at all. I actually think it's really good for sports entertainment. Just overall, you look at just how passionate their fan base is and what WWE is trying to do, getting these fans that aren't really wrestling fans, and they're trying to outreach and get those people involved too. So I like the move.
Yeah, it may end up being my rant tonight, but it kind of goes back to what I said with the NFL. It's a wait and see thing with this, because obviously WWE is getting a ton of money more than they were getting from Peacock. I think it was somewhere around the $325 million per year range from ESPN, and then somewhere in the $180 million from Peacock. But I mean, I think this could be a very good product if ESPN takes some time and really takes care of it, kind of like how they did with when they got the SEC's rights last year, and pretty much made the SEC on ABC a big thing. If they can do it with that, it'll be a great product. But I'm kind of scared it might get shoved to the side, as it's not seen as one of the big sports like a football or basketball or baseball.
One question I have, and I don't remember if ESPN's ever gotten knocked for this. I know that there's been other things in the past, but does it kind of seem like they're starting to turn into more of a monopoly?
I'm thinking
and
that.
I've every time I see them, especially with the NFL news and the WWE, that first thought in my mind is like,
they're buying everything.
They're buying everything.
NASCAR.
And they're taking away the competition. And obviously we have laws in place that protect that. And at one point, is that actually considered a monopoly? Because they got to be getting close.
Because the only thing they really don't have, I think, primary streaming rights of is the NBA and Major League Baseball now. Because
they've got everything after this year. The only thing they won't have is Major League Baseball, which if you're the NBC's getting basketball back, awesome. But say if you're like CBS or Fox, go after Major League Baseball, get that back on.
Get that back.
Get back on there. Kind of get an upper hand on the ESPN, because at one point in time, ESPN was the place to watch baseball.
Yes.
Now after this, we're going to have the local broadcast rights, and we're going to have TNT.
Yeah.
I mean, one of these other networks, jump on the ball and get baseball back in your air.
Because trust me, baseball is still popular. It's still very popular, still very well received.
American sport.
Yeah, exactly. Somebody like a Fox or a CBS could go after it and make it, make a Fox baseball network or something like that. Kind of like how it used to be with everybody's local networks.
FS1's been carrying games, a lot of midweek games, which is awesome.
Throw up 2 or 3 games on there every day. I mean, that would be a huge boost, because other than ABC, who's owned by Disney and NBC, nobody else is really has we'll say funds to really just primarily go after sports. But if you acquire an entity like the Major League Baseball, that's a huge step in the right direction.
I know you were worried about. We were talking about, do you want to pay $29.99 for this ESPN direct to consumer? Some good news. It says here in the deal, in addition to the ESPN direct to consumer subscribers, fans had access to ESPN through a traditional pay TV provider. Comcast, DirecTV, Hulu Plus, Hulu Plus, or YouTube TV. I've got YouTube TV. Yeah. You're good. You don't have to pay anything. I'm sure they're going to tack on a few extra dollars.
I'm going to have to find a new rant for that.
Well, today they also announced Hulu and Disney Plus are going to merge. I have the ESPN, Hulu, Disney Plus subscription together. So, and then I've got YouTube TV. So if you got any of that, you're good.
You're good.
Okay. So if you pay for that, you don't have to pay for the 30.
You don't have to pay for the extra 30.
All right. That just made me so much
happy. Which that includes the WWE PLEs.
That's perfect. Okay. I was worried that I was going from paying, I think it's $12.99 a month for Peacock and being able to have all the WWE stuff, and then having to pay $30 a month now, or $300 a year.
It says right here, you will have access to the new features through the enhanced ESPN app.
I just hope when
it might bump up your extra by a few dollars, but
that's okay. I'm already paying for ESPN Plus. It wouldn't bother me to have to.
Do you remember when that was a question mark when the SEC network started?
Yep.
Everybody in the Southeast was like, "Is this something that we have to add on to what we?" But they went ahead and provided everything through all your cable providers and stuff. So it sounds like doing the same thing.
I just hope, when they do those documentaries, obviously we've seen the Cody Rhodes documentary and the Vince McMahon. I mean, Cody Rhodes is obviously on Peacock. The Vince McMahon documentary is on Netflix. So, are they going to move that to ESPN? Is Netflix still going to have rights? So, still a lot of questions.
Yeah. And some big news out of Major League Baseball today, guys. I hope I'm saying this right, Jen Powell is set to become the first woman to umpire a game in Major League Baseball when she works games this weekend between the Miami Marlins and the Atlanta Braves. Powell will work the bases in Saturday's doubleheader at Truist Park and the plate Sunday. MLB says Wednesday. She is 48 years old, from New Jersey, worked spring training games in 2024. This year, MLB's moves comes 28 years after the gender barrier for game officials was broken in the NBA, 10 years after it ended in the NHL, and 3 years after men's soccer World Cup was employed by a female referee. So.
Yeah, I mean, I think
it's fantastic.
Yeah, I mean, it's a step in the right direction. Obviously, you mentioned when the other leagues had kind of broken their gender barriers for officials, and obviously, baseball has kind of waited a little bit, and as long as they've been around, you'd figure that they would be one of the first to break it. But obviously, I think it's very cool. And then for Braves fans, I mean, she'll be behind the plate for one of your games, and I like the fact that they gave her the Sunday game, because that one probably has a chance to be televised nationally. So I think it's a good way to kind of put that in the spotlight in the forefront.
I have always been in favor of women umpiring, refereeing men's sports, and vice versa, because at the end of the day, I just want someone there who is good at their job. I don't care what sex you are or what you identify as. If you do good at your job, I'm going to want you to be that referee or that umpire. Yep. So, I mean, hats off for her. I do remember hearing her name during spring training, and if I remember correctly, I heard that she's a pretty decent umpire. So I'm excited to see exactly how good she is, especially calling balls and strikes. So I'm looking forward to that Sunday.
Yeah, because that's the big thing. I don't think any sports fan really in the world. I mean, there's those outliers. They don't care if you're a man, woman, other. Calling as long as you're good at your job and maybe help one of the teams out that the people like.
Yeah, that's the team in blue.
Exactly.
then people will have a good opinion of you.
Yeah.
All right, guys, well, coming up next, we're going to play Keep It or Dump It. Once again, we're going to take a look at Big Ten win totals, see if you guys are keeping it or you're dumping it. That's when we return.
Hey everyone, this is Landon Saunders.
And this is Nate Patterson with Cloud9 Fiber.
We're excited to finally be able to offer Lawrenceburg our blazing fast, reliable, and affordable fiber internet services.
If you're looking for a more reliable and more affordable provider, we at Cloud9 Fiber have you covered.
Plans start at $50 a month, and we can offer up to a gigabit to your home or business.
We are excited to be able to offer your first month of service entirely free. We encourage you to sign up on cloud9fiber.com or by calling 931-201-9098 so we can help you make the switch today.
LUS is committed to our customers, from providing and maintaining energy-efficient utility services to friendly, helpful customer service. LUS is there. At LUS, we're always challenging everything we know, every day. We strive to improve efficiency and reliability while focusing on our responsibility to our customers and the community. It's our promise to provide dependable service to our customers every time. Because we don't just work in Lawrence County, we live here too.
What really matters during the ball game, we're at that point in the season where some are just beginning, some have already ended, and others are at that point where it's either win or go home. Depending on what your perspective is, it changes everything, doesn't it? In 2 Corinthians 4 and verse 18, we're reminded we don't look at the things that are seen, but at the things that are unseen. For the things that are seen are temporary, but the things that are unseen are eternal. Keep your focus, keep your perspective on the right things, the things of God, the eternal things. And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
Good Works at Home, formerly known as The Summit at Home, is a licensed non-skilled agency dedicated to helping you maintain your independence at home for as long as possible. Our compassionate and caring staff provide support in various areas, including dressing, bathing, personal hygiene, transportation, cleaning, and companionship. Please call our office about services, payment options, and long-term care policies at 931-762-2310. We look forward to assisting you with keeping your independence longer.
There are now more ways to save at Quick Mart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at Quick Mart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available in the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
At Smith Tax and Business Service, we offer many services. Along with personal income tax prep, we also offer tax preparation for corporations and partnerships. If you're a small business and looking for some extra help, give us a shout and we'll get you fixed up. Call Mary Beth Smith, Marion Matthews, Brooklyn Bates, or Michelle Staggs to find out how we can help you. Located at 208 Pulaski Street, phone 931-244-6633. Southern Craft Manufacturing is dedicated to creating the finest quality and greatest value products in the death care industry. Southern Craft has perfected blending old world craftsmanship with modern manufacturing technologies to create a full line of steel, wood, and corrugated caskets. Family owned and operated for over 30 years, Southern Craft is now looking to hire local and regional truck drivers, welders, and production workers, each with great starting pay and a benefits package. For more information, visit southerncraftmfg.com.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good with Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, Michael Marks. Guys, it's time to play a game you all loved yesterday. Keep it or dump it. This time we're going to go to Big Ten win totals. So basically, keep it means you're going over. Dump it means you're going under. So that's just kind of how.
Yeah.
Keep it because, obviously there is not a half win that does not exist.
Yeah.
Even though I've got a theory. I think every sport should do what hockey does.
Okay.
You get credit for a tie.
Okay.
If you go into overtime, like hockey has wins, losses, overtime
Right.
losses. So obviously your wins count as wins, but you do it as the point system.
Yep.
So you get 2 points for a win, no points for a loss, 1 point
for
an
a tie.
overtime loss.
Okay.
So you get credit for being competitive, if that makes sense.
Okay.
I don't hate that.
Yeah.
I don't hate that.
Like a baseball team that goes into extra innings a lot. Okay,
Yeah.
well, they're 16-20 in extra inning games, but you still get 20 points because.
Yeah.
So you think of it off the top of your head. That's, oh man, I have to do math real quickly. That's 52 points from some of them you win, but you still get credit for.
I don't hate it.
I mean it sounds interesting.
Yeah, you get
After
competitive. So okay, so I sold.
Well,
you guys sold me on a lot of things.
I could kind of get behind that.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I did just see something come across. Apparently, there's like a no-no going on right now.
Oh yeah, like Guardians. Yeah.
Through 7 innings.
Well, he just gave a bit.
Yep.
And you just gave up a hit now?
No, I'm just saying, just because you
don't do that.
And there it goes.
All right, let's start off with Illinois, guys. The over/under is set at 8.5
for Illinois.
I thought that was kind of low, given all the hype. This
I would say I'll keep that one.
Yeah.
I think they'll get 9 wins.
8.5.
I keep it. I can easily see the 9 wins at least.
Under
FanDuel.
Okay.
FanDuel.
All right, on 3. But
I think
FanDuel.
everybody, for the most part, is
FanDuel.
kind of
the betting odds.
The betting odds as far as
I keep
futures.
it. Yeah.
I'm keeping too.
I see them as a 9-win team.
Yeah, especially if they got them in the top 15 right now. And I'm like, there's sometimes you.
Well, that's a weird win total for a top 15 team. Usually those are 9.5 and over.
You look at these over and unders, and you're like, does Vegas know something I don't?
Yeah,
yeah, that's true.
Or that I haven't read about.
Yeah.
in all my magazines, which is my favorite time of year. It's reading season for me. Indiana 8.5. I'm
Dump
dumping.
it. Dump it.
I'm gonna keep
I think this is a 7-8 win team.
Yes.
I don't think
I'm on the dump, but I think it's going to be close. I go with 8 wins.
Yeah, I would say if I'll dump 8 wins. Yeah. I think they're probably an 8 and 14.
I think they're a max 7 wins. I'm dumping.
You're dumping. Let's go to Iowa. 7.5.
I'm dumping. I don't. I know they're high on their quarterback, but I just. You said 7.5.
7.5.
I can only see them winning max 7 games. I'm dumping.
Yeah, I'm dumping. They got a rough schedule.
Yeah, I'm going. I think if they squeak by 8, okay, but I think I'm with you, Hayden. I think 7's probably their max.
7 is max.
Man, I just looked at their schedule and I can only see like 4 or 5 wins. So
hey, it's every other year with Iowa.
That's
so
true.
They're going to lead the country in turnovers. How? I don't know, but they just find a way to do it every year.
My question,
this is a non-win team. I'm keeping the Hawkeyes.
My whole question is, can they score more than 10 points a game?
Hey, I'm about to say, if they average 20 points a game, they probably go undefeated.
Yeah. You know how Iowa's just so strange. Like when you hype them up, they're terrible.
Yep.
When you undersell them, you're like, I barely see 5 wins on the schedule. They win 9.
They win 9, and they're actually contending somewhere in the top 10.
You know the defense is going to be good.
Yes, it is.
You know the defense
but is the offense going to be good?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying.
No, Kirk Ferentz is still there, so I'm going to guess no.
Probably
not.
Maryland, 4.5.
I got to keep them. I think that's a 5-win team at least.
They find a way to win 6 every year, so I'm keeping it.
I'm doing that. I'm with you. I go 6-6 that they end the season with.
What was it? 5.5?
4.5.
4.5. Oh, keep. Yeah.
They find a way to win 6 every year and make a bowl game. And
I mean, like
if they don't make it, they win 5.
Well, their non-conference schedule is a cakewalk, and then they have teams like UCLA and Wisconsin and Rutgers and Michigan State on that conference schedule.
Those are winnable.
Very much so.
Those are winnable games. Michigan 9.5.
I'm selling.
Yeah.
I'm dumping. I don't think they can.
I'm dumping it. I think if 9 is the max you're going to see. Freshman quarterback, too many unknowns, especially in your coaching staff. Are they even going to be there?
Yeah.
So I think we'll find out when they go to Oklahoma, and if. Obviously we can't bet that after the game, but you look at it now. I'm like, you look at some of the schedule, and you're going to break in a freshman quarterback.
Yeah,
you're going to be lucky to win 9 games.
Now is that at home against Oklahoma? Or are they?
I'm dumping, but I'm going to. I still feel like Michigan's one of those somewhat wild cards because yes, you make a good point. What about the coaching staff? Where they could be looking like, you got a freshman QB, but. I just feel like they're still kind of sneaky. I wouldn't be shocked if they end up getting 8 to 9 wins, but I really think they're going to go like 7-5.
Yeah, I'm trying to think if we've had any true freshman quarterbacks start in a college football playoff game, and I off the top of my head, I can't think of any.
Yeah.
All right, Michigan State 5.5.
Keep.
I'm not confident, but I'm going to keep it.
I'm going to keep it too. I like their head coach.
Yeah.
I like the things that he's done. He's bringing some stability. It's not the easiest place to win, but Michigan State finds ways, and I know they're kind of in this valley, but I think there's a peak coming, and I think it's going to start with this year. This might be a 7-8 win team.
It very well could be. Jonathan Davis is always one of those guys where, when he was at Oregon State, you'd never think of them, and then boom, last week of the season, they're 9-2, and you're like, what's going on here?
Yeah.
So I could go with I'll keep.
Yeah, I'm keeping them too.
Yeah. Nebraska 7.5.
Keep it.
I think they're an 8-win team this year.
I think they are.
I'm not as crazy high on Dylan Raiola as a lot of other people are. I don't think he's Heisman yet, but I do think they're going to take another step this year in the right direction.
What was it again?
7.5.
I'm dumping, but I'm only dumping because I think 7's the max. I don't know. I feel, I think they continue to make a step in the right direction, but they're
What
just.
they got last year, 7-5?
I believe so. Listen, Matt Rule had Temple as a ranked team hosting College Game Day. I'm a huge believer in that guy.
I'm a huge believer in him too, but I don't know. It just seems like I haven't really looked at their schedule, but it just seems like maybe another 7-5 season. But I feel like they keep going in that good direction.
Second year's under Matt Rule. It's double-digit wins.
Is it double-digit wins?
Every year.
It, going above. This is going to be a playoff contender. Who knows? Teams that won't be, Northwestern, 3.5.
Ooh, man.
Keep. I feel like they're at least
4 wins on it.
Yeah. That's
the thing.
a tough one.
You look at those 3.5, the 2.5.
What's their schedule?
Well, even one of their non-conference games is at Tulane, so I'm out.
You're dumping?
I'm dumping. Well, they have Oregon on their schedule. They have Penn State on their schedule. They have to go to USC. They play Michigan. They play at Illinois.
I'm dumping.
I'm dumping.
Like
Can I switch mine to dump now?
I got a dump.
What's their non-con?
It is at Tulane, home against Western Illinois, and then at home against Louisiana Monroe. So I see 2 wins there.
Yeah, because Louisiana Monroe is about to slash their athletic budget in half. So.
Yeah, so I see maybe a win over UCLA.
Maybe 3 wins.
Yeah.
Okay,
Max.
Ohio State 10.5.
Keep.
I'm done.
I think they're 11 easily.
How about that?
Do you think they're under 10 now?
I think they're at that 10.
And see, they're kind of in a weird spot this year because obviously they don't know who their starting quarterback is going to be yet. Yeah. Either way, it's going to be a first-year starter.
New defensive coordinator.
They're going to have a lot of new pieces on both sides of the ball. They lost a lot, but they'll.
Matt Patricia.
Yes, they did.
One of the worst coaches in the NFL.
I'm going to keep, but I think it's not going to be the same. It's definitely not going to be the same Ohio State we saw in the playoffs.
With Texas, that's why I'm with you. That's a hard thing about judging a team that's predicted at 10 or above, or sometimes at
because
11,
they can't slip up.
They can't slip up. Or if they do, you're allowed one. Or do you get that earlier in the year?
And that's the thing. Like if they lose to Texas, they'll probably lose to Michigan again.
Right. That's what I'm saying. I'm dumping because I'm with him. I think they're a 10-win team, which it's crazy.
Yeah. Honestly, I think I'm gonna agree with y'all. I think I'm gonna change to a dump because I don't think they're gonna beat Texas or Michigan this year.
And there might be one in between.
That we
all know they might slip up.
I think they have Oregon again.
Remember, Nebraska should have beat them in Columbus last year.
They're gonna make close games.
Yeah.
I don't know what it is. I just feel like they just got so much talent that I'm good. I'm gonna still say keep. I still feel like maybe they find a way to get 11 wins, but I at least think they get 10.
Yeah, but and there doesn't really look like anything in the middle that would trip them up. Obviously, they do have a trip to Washington. Washington went 6-6 last year, but they didn't lose a home game.
Yeah.
They have to go to Illinois, to Wisconsin. I mean, obviously, those aren't teams that you would think of giving them a slip up, but on the road in the Big Ten.
I know. Obviously, Kalen's now at Alabama, but if I remember correctly, I want to say I heard a stat back when ESPN had one of those big games up in Washington where at least over like the past 4 or 5 seasons, they've averaged over 30 points at home every single game.
Yeah, I'm about to say they have a very underrated home field advantage. People don't think about it, but that place gets loud.
It does. Yep.
Oregon 10.5.
Under. Dump.
Yeah, I'm dumping. First-year quarterbacks are hard to bet on, especially at 10.5. That's
lost a lot of production. Schedule's not easy. You gotta go to Penn State on a whiteout, and there's some other stuff in there. That's 9 wins would be good for them, but I wouldn't be surprised to see 8 and 4.
Yeah, definitely gonna be a.
I remember who their head coach is, though, right?
It is still Dan Lanning.
Still Dan Lanning,
and he can pull some stuff out, but I don't see it this year.
Yeah. I'm dumping too, but I think they could squeak 9.
Penn State 10.5.
That's a tough one.
I'm gonna keep.
I want to say dump, but I think I got to keep. I really do. I think I got to keep.
I just have that weird feeling, like when you make a prediction and you're like, oh man, I'm solid on this. Yeah. Everybody is talking about James Franklin winning the big game. Everybody's talking about how he can't do it. I think this year he gets it done.
So
whether it's against Ohio State, whether it's against Oregon, whether it's against there's not really another big game other than that. But if it's against if he can split those, I'll take the over.
I will say this because I honestly thought about this the other day, where going with the baseball analogy here. I feel like there's been a lot of these Penn State teams that almost feel like the '90 Braves, where
they get right
there, and then they lose to the Twins, they lose to
the Braves,
the
Padres,
Blue Jays. Yeah. They lose to the Yankees, but then there's that one year where they squeak out a World Series win, and it's against the Cleveland Indians. I'm with you. I think this is the year that I think this is his best team that he has had up there in Happy Valley. And if there was a season for them to actually get it all together, beat Ohio State, go to the Big Ten Championship, beat them, and then make a playoff run and maybe win a national championship, this is the year. And I think this is the year that he actually proves a point that he is a good coach. He can coach and put all those bad games aside. Now, I'm with you. I think there's still a game that it's going to be close and maybe something slips up. But in the playoff era now, he can slip up once, maybe twice.
Yeah.
But I think this is the year that he actually makes a statement, and we're looking at a very, very good Penn State team that could run the table.
Yeah, I think that there's a very good chance that they could go 12-0 and finally just shut everybody up. And if there's going to be a year it happens, it's going to be this year because everybody is so high on them, and they're like, well, can they win the big one?
Yep.
We'll see.
So I'm going keep on that.
Keep on that. Okay. I don't know, guys. Betting 10.5 is really, really hard. I'm dumping just because I think it's a 10-win team. But until Franklin proves to us that he is not.
Well, that's why the odds are at 10.5.
If they're going to split between Ohio State and Oregon, then where's the other game where's the Illinois beats them in 7 overtimes?
Yeah.
Where's that at Minnesota where they just cannot get it together? Yeah. And their quarterback makes a lot of mistakes. And also, they lost a lot of production offensively a year ago.
Yep.
Running backs are back, but that receiving room, pretty bare.
Is pretty,
So
the thing, and this is a little inside information, so I actually I believe he would still be considered my cousin. It's on my stepmom's side, and he's on Penn State's football team. He's on special teams. I think technically he's one of he might be in the wide receiver room or something like that, but he said that the vibe in that locker room is better than it was last year. Okay. So they do believe in themselves that they can get it done.
And sometimes that's all the team needs is just to think that this year we can actually do it.
Yeah.
We'll see what happens.
We'll see.
Purdue 3.5.
I think I got to keep.
There's got to be 4 wins for them.
Yeah, there's somewhere that in there. Wins. Yeah, I say 3 easily, but I think I have to keep just because I think they'll sneak up on somebody.
I'm keeping. I love Purdue. That's a great area.
I keep them too.
Is it 3.5?
3.5.
I'll take it.
I'll take it.
I got 4. I got 4 wins on there.
Dan Winfrey, Summertown's coach, his son works at the staff over there, so we're
we'll give him the benefit of the doubt.
I've always felt like Purdue's one of those teams where you make a good point. They kind of can sneak up on you.
Or 2021, I believe it was. They beat the number 3 team in the country 2 or 3 weeks in a row.
Yeah.
So,
they can.
Rutgers 5.5.
Dump.
I don't know much about Rutgers, but I'm dumping.
Greg Schiano's still there. I'm dumping.
I'm keeping just because I think 6 wins is realistic.
Yeah.
I don't think anything beyond that is, but he's a very good, consistent coach. 5 wins is very doable. All 3 outs away for Gavin.
He is. He's there.
But anything beyond that, I think it's very unrealistic. Yeah. But I think 6 wins is realistic for Rutgers.
I think so too. And you said what was it, 4.5 or 5.5? Yeah, I think 6.
Yeah. UCLA 5.5.
So
I'm dumping. I'm dumping.
They
I know a thing or two about that quarterback.
We know the quarterback.
Yeah,
but the schedule is way too tough for them.
I'm going to dump, but I think at least 5 wins.
Yeah.
They're right at that.
They're right at that 4 to 5.
Yeah, that 4 to 5.
Yeah.
USC 7.5.
Dump.
I'm gonna take that one.
I'm going to take it too.
I'm dumping.
I'm dumping. I just think Lincoln Riley's lost his mojo.
I was really.
They might have one good game.
Yeah.
Maeva, the quarterback, he really had a good game against Notre Dame to finish the regular season, and also had a really good performance in the bowl game. If Lincoln Riley can find a defense that could stop a nosebleed, I think they could easily win 8 games.
I think they'll be able to score, and I think that question is, are they going to be able to stop them? Are we looking – because I want to say last year you had several games that were 35-38, but they would lose on the last second or last drive. So can they – get a good defense to where they can stop them, but I keep it at least. I think they'll be able to score enough points.
I think they'll have a better defense this year. I really do.
Washington.
I'm going to dump. Just because I'm
he didn't even say what
it was.
I'm looking at it.
Okay, you got it. 7.5.
I'm looking at it right here.
I think they're probably still around that 6 to 7 win range. Now, a lot of people are really high on them entering this year, obviously, with their quarterback coming back, and he had a very good season last year.
Coach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have Jed Fish.
I'm going to say keep.
I'm going to keep
because I feel like there's going to be some of those home games that they're not supposed to win, and they end up winning it.
To play out there.
Yeah.
I think they're in the midst of a double-digit home win streaks.
I would say
over there,
yeah.
and it's not an easy place to play. They've got a lot of winnable games.
Yeah.
Some of their hardest games are at home. I think 9 wins is realistic for them.
I would say the 2023 season, if they lost a home game that year, would have been the last year they lost a home game, because they didn't lose a game, obviously, until the national championship in 24, and then didn't lose a home game last year either. So,
I don't think this is a double-digit win team. I don't think they make it to 10, but I'm with you. I think there's a chance they make it to 9.
Nine's realistic.
Mhm.
Maybe it depends on where they are at one point.
I would say
might be an outside shot at the playoffs.
You could, yeah.
Just depends.
Oh, and the thing is with being, they're in one of those spots with the Big Ten when they have teams coming out there to them. That's a rough travel.
That's a rough travel.
Wisconsin 5.5.
I'm going 6 wins with them. I'm keeping.
I'm dumping. I ever since Luke Fickell's got there, I have been so high on them because of what he did at Cincinnati, and we've seen a pretty recent stretch of coaches that have come from Cincinnati and gone elsewhere and just haven't done very much.
Done well.
I got a dump too. I don't see Wisconsin being that great.
I still think they at least get to that bowl 6
I think they
wins.
at least get the 6. So
Yeah.
I'm going to keep. There's enough winnable games and opportunities, and a couple chances to surprise some people at home. Camp Randall's a very loud place to play when
and they're jumping around.
So there's at least 6. That's the thing. It's 6 wins is get you in the bowl game.
Yep.
So that's a realistic bar.
Yes.
I think for Wisconsin to hit. Well, that's a good another good keep or dump. I think tomorrow we're other than the SEC, where do you guys want to go tomorrow?
I want to try ACC.
Yeah, I would say let's look at the ACC.
All right, let's go with the ACC tomorrow. Well, coming up next, guys, we're going to be playing some more Have They Ever Played, and some more Name That Schedule when we return.
Jack Davis Insurance, located at 201 West Gain Street in Lawrenceburg, has you covered through life's obstacles. Jack Davis specializes in group insurance for businesses and institutions of all sizes. With coverage for life, accidents, cancer, critical illness, short-term disability, dental, and vision, Jack Davis can customize a plan to meet every need. Now available Medicare plans for seniors. Contact Paige Davis at 931-492-9284 today for Medicare Supplement, Medicare Advantage, and prescription drug plan insurance. Serving Lawrence and surrounding counties since 1987, call the team at Jack Davis Insurance today at 931-242-5225.
Why should you bank with Employee Resources Credit Union? We offer a wealth of services, including mobile banking, video banking, bill pay, and more. We also offer loan rates that are lower than those of our competitors. Employee Resources Credit Union has been a financial pillar since 1964, providing long-time support to members of the community. Join us and become part of the ERCU commitment, not for profit, for service.
Gifts and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Want to take the next
and goodies galore await you at Miss Millie's in downtown Lawrenceburg. From brands you know and love, like E. Newton Jewelry and Tyler Diva Wash, to unique specialty gifts, you will find it all here. Whether you're looking for the perfect gift for someone you love or shopping for yourself, shopping local is the way to go. We have home goods, women's fashion and accessories, baby items, and lots of seasonal decorations. Our friendly staff will welcome you in, help you find what you need, and even package your gifts for you. Also, we can't forget to tell you about our popular bridal registry. Future brides can come and create their perfect registry with us. So stop by Miss Millie's today. We're located in the northeast corner of the square in downtown Lawrenceburg.
Hey guys, I'm Kyle Hammock, General Manager here at Heritage Automotive. your Chevy GMC dealer in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee. I'm from Marshall County, Tennessee, where I went to Cornersville High School. I attended Cumberland University. After Cumberland, I went into the United States Marine Corps to serve the country. After that, I went right back into the car business. I'm very familiar with the car business. I have been around the car business pretty much my entire life. And my commitment to you is to ensure the most competitive new and used vehicle pricing on the market, as well as the best service around. Well, we'll treat you like family here at Heritage Automotive in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
I'm Mike Keith, and my friends at Elliott Johnson Insurance have a great partner in Auto Owners Insurance. Auto Owners makes it easy to get life, home, car, or business insurance. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the Auto Owners policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Here at Fields & Brown Barbershop, legacy means a lot. We're trying to fill big shoes left by my 2 uncles and my grandfather, where every haircut came with conversation and every customer left a little taller than when they walked in. The barbershop is about pride. It's about knowing your barber knows your name and your story. Come see us at Fields & Brown Barbershop, where tradition never goes out of style. 3 generations, 1 legacy, your barbershop.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.
Welcome back to X Sports Today. AJ Good, Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, and Michael Marks. Guys, final segment, so it's time to play a little fun here. Going into Have They Ever Played? I've given you 4 SEC teams. This time we're going into the independent ranks.
Okay.
With Notre Dame.
Oh, just guessing teams they haven't played.
So there are 2 conferences where they've played every team and 2 conferences where they haven't played every team. Can you name the 2?
They've played every Big Ten team, right?
Correct.
And I'm going to guess they also played every ACC team.
That is correct.
Yep.
Okay.
Now,
So we're looking at...
What is the team out of the ACC they have played the most?
It's got to be Miami, right? Or Florida State?
Miami, they have played 27 times, or 18-1-1. Florida State, they've only played 12 times.
Oh, wow.
Clemson?
Clemson, they've played only 8 times. Clemson leads in that series 5-3.
Georgia Tech.
Georgia Tech, they've played 38 times, but it's not the most.
Okay.
Irish are 31.
Bless
6-1.
I'm thinking those kind of old.
Are these
teams.
okay? So this may be like a really weird question, but is it counting games like, say, when Miami was in like the Conference USA or whatever they were in?
Just overall.
Okay, overall.
Doesn't matter.
So I'm thinking like.
Doesn't matter if they were in the ACC.
Okay.
Stanford.
Yep.
Stanford has played. They played them 38 times.
Oh, is that not number 1?
Irish are 24-14. Yeah.
Because that's where I was about to go with that. Louisville.
Nope, only 5 times. Irish are 3-2.
California.
They've only played them 5 times.
Wow.
SMU would.
Oh.
They played SMU 13 times. Actually.
I bet it's Boston College.
It's not, because they've only played them 27 times. They're 18-9 against the
Pitt?
It is.
Okay. That's a good guess.
Yeah.
73 times
Whoa.
they have played, and Notre Dame's 51-21-1.
Did they start play every single year? Or
They
something?
must have.
Almost, because remember, Pitt was independent.
Yeah.
That's right. They
Very
were.
long time.
Yep.
And they even still played. It's 2 outs away.
Yep.
Jeez.
They played a lot when they were independent. Then they played some when they went to the Big East and the ACC.
Okay.
So it's their most consistent team. So out of the Big Ten, what is the team that they have played the most?
Michigan.
No, they
Michigan.
played them 44 times.
Oh, it's USC, isn't it?
95 times that they have played. Notre Dame's 52-38-5. They played Purdue the second most times, 88 times.
Okay.
60-26-2. They've played Michigan State 79 times.
Okay.
Which they've only played Michigan 44 times.
So I was going to guess Michigan or Michigan State.
Northwestern 49 times, or 38-9-2 in that series.
I figured they would play a lot of those teams because they were pretty close to South Bend.
They've played Iowa 24 times. I was a little bit shocked by that. Penn State 20. Oregon only twice. They're 1-1 in that. UCLA 4 times. Washington 8 times. Wisconsin 17. Minnesota 5 times. So they've played everybody at least more than once, and 2 times against Maryland. So let's go into the Big 12. 3 teams
They haven't
Notre
played.
Dame has never faced.
Arizona?
No, they've played them 3 times.
So
Well, I know
they've never faced.
They had a home and home with Arizona State in the early 2010s, back when Arizona State was really good.
4 times, and Arizona State's and
Three-
Notre Dame's 3-1 against.
Oh, wow.
Oklahoma State.
They've played once in a bowl game.
Oh, it was a bowl game.
2019,
And they went out to Oklahoma and beat them in 2012.
Yes.
UCF is one of them.
Okay.
Houston.
They've actually played Houston once for all the college football historians, that was the Joe Montana flu game.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
And they came back and beat them in 1970.
Okay.
BYU?
No, they played them in the.
9 times.
I would say they played them in the Shamrock Series a couple years ago.
7-2 all time.
Colorado.
They've played Colorado 5 times.
Okay.
3-2.
Utah.
Utah, they've played once
Okay.
in a bowl game. And Notre Dame won it. Actually, I think that was pretty recent.
That sounds pretty recent.
TCU?
They've played them once. Another bowl game.
Kansas?
They've played Kansas 6 times, actually.
Golly.
They're 4-1.
And I think they played Iowa State in a bowl game pretty recently.
Yes, 2019.
Yeah.
Cincinnati?
No, they played them at 2020, I believe, the
Yeah,
year
it was-
Cincinnati made the playoff.
And they went into their
Yeah.
They were 1-1 all time against
West Virginia?
4 times, and unfortunately won all 4
goodness.
times, including that cheap shot in the '88 national championship game. Lou Holtz, we have never forgotten.
There we go.
That's why my dad hates your guts. A few times he's dropped an F-bomb with you.
Texas Tech.
That is the one of the
Okay.
other ones.
Kansas State?
That's the other
Well,
one.
what'd you say?
Kansas State.
Kansas State.
Yeah. The team that they have played the most is actually BYU.
The Mormons.
9 times.
Christian?
Fighting Mormons.
Let's go to the SEC. There are 4 teams that Notre Dame has never faced out of the SEC.
Well, it ain't Alabama and LSU.
Have they've played Alabama? Yes.
They've played them.
They've played Tennessee and Vanderbilt.
Yep.
Well, they've played Tennessee 8 times, 4-4.
Yep. I'm going
Vandy 3-0. I actually, when I was looking this up, I'm like, I'm pretty sure that they've never played Vandy.
They
but
played pretty recently,
Texas.
actually.
They're 12 times against Texas and 9-3 against
Kentucky.
Texas. That's one of them.
Mississippi State.
That's another.
Ole Miss.
Nope, they have played twice. They're 1-1.
Have they played Arkansas? I know that's in their schedule.
Arkansas,
That-
yeah,
They have. Okay, so this will be their first
3,
meeting.
yeah.
Wow.
Okay.
Is that all
Arkansas,
4?
That's 3.
You said 2 more?
1 more.
One more. Florida.
They've played once.
Was a bowl game?
Auburn.
That's the
That's
other
the other one,
I was
okay.
actually pretty shocked that they have never
Wow.
played.
Yeah.
But, when I was, if you know the history of Notre Dame, playing teams in the South was pretty rare.
Yes.
Which is why, they've played all these Big Ten teams.
I say because I saw Arkansas on their schedule, and I'm thinking, I don't think they've ever played, so that's why I took that guess.
Yes, so I'm not surprised by the ACC or the Big Ten, but, Tennessee 4-4 in 8 meetings. They've played A&M 6 times. They're 4-2.
So is Tennessee the SEC team they have played the most?
Actually, it's LSU and Texas are the teams
Wow.
that they played the most. 12
They have-
times. Notre Dame 7-5 against LSU and 9-3 against Texas. I'm pretty surprised at how well Notre Dame outside of Georgia, I mean, they're 5-3 against Bama, and Georgia's 3-1 in their 4 meetings.
I would say, and 2 of those are pretty recently.
Yeah. So I was kind of a little bit shocked by all of that. All right, guys, let's get into name that schedule. Start off with the SEC that you'll probably get half the way through, but whatever, we're going to try it anyways.
We should start guessing before he starts reading the teams off.
Week 1, home versus Georgia, at Kentucky, home versus Arkansas, home versus Tulane, home versus LSU, week off. Home versus Washington State, at Georgia, at Oklahoma, home versus South Carolina, home versus the Citadel, home versus Florida, week off at Mississippi State.
Ole Miss.
Yeah, that Mississippi State gave it away right off the get-go. Okay. Home versus Albany, at Iowa State, home versus UMass, at Rutgers, home versus Indiana, week off, at Wisconsin, home versus Penn State, home versus Minnesota, week off, home versus Oregon, at USC, home versus Michigan State, at Nebraska.
Is it Penn State?
No.
No,
Penn State's not there. Illinois?
Nebraska.
Who plays Nebraska last
Illinois.
week? Does Maryland play Nebraska in the last game? No.
Not in the last game.
Okay.
Nebraska. Northwestern?
No.
Go through the conference game.
Oh, I bet it's Syria. Oh, no, they're not Big Ten. Never mind. That was a...
Conference games: Rutgers, Indiana, Wisconsin, Penn State, Minnesota, Oregon, USC, Michigan State, Nebraska.
Iowa?
I
is.
thought the Iowa State would give it away.
Yeah.
Because they always play
week 2. Yeah.
Okay. Week 1. Home versus Stephen F. Austin, at Rice, home versus Colorado, week off, at Oregon State, home versus Texas Tech, at Oklahoma State, home versus Arizona, at Arizona State, home versus West Virginia, at UCF, week off, home versus TCU, at Baylor.
Houston.
There you go.
Yep.
I know Rice is in Houston, so that was going to be my first
they
guess.
always play them, right?
Yeah. Every year. I'm actually kind of glad they're keeping that rivalry. At least somebody's got to go to Rice. This is a freaking dump. Anyways.
Didn't JFK make a comment about, said something about Rice in one of his speeches?
He may have.
They played a Super Bowl in that stadium.
Really?
Yeah. It was the Dolphins-Vikings Super Bowl, I'm pretty sure, was at Rice. I've been there twice. One, it was 105 on the field. Next time we go, it was 13 degrees.
I would say I have some family that lives in Houston right off of Rice's campus, so
wasn't that the speech that he gave about going to the moon? Because he says, "Why do we do this? Why does so and so always Texas play Rice or something like that?"
I think you may be right about that.
Yeah, they don't play Rice anymore.
Yeah,
Week 1, home versus East Carolina, home versus Virginia, at Wake Forest, at Duke, home versus Virginia Tech, home versus Campbell, at Notre Dame, week off. At Pitt, home versus Georgia Tech, week off. At Miami, home versus Florida State, home versus North Carolina.
Duke.
NC
no,
State.
you already said Duke. Yeah,
NC
NC State. Yeah.
NC State. Okay. Got 3 more. Group of 5.
Let's do it.
Here we go. Week 1, at Georgia, home versus Missouri State, home versus Eastern Kentucky, at Middle Tennessee, at Louisiana, week off. Home versus Old Dominion, home versus Texas State, week off. At Coastal Carolina, home versus James Madison. At Georgia State, at Appalachian State, home versus Georgia Southern.
All right. What Conference USA team does Georgia play week 1? Is it Kennesaw State?
Nope, wrong conference.
Oh, they're Sun Belt.
South Alabama?
No.
Is that the right conference, though?
Right conference.
Okay.
South Alabama, yes, right.
Yeah. I'm trying to remember who Georgia does play.
Yeah, because I mean they don't have a hard out of conference game this year other than Georgia Tech.
Georgia State?
No.
That's on
Georgia State's on the schedule.
Oh, it is on the schedule. Okay, I thought you said Georgia Southern.
And they're on the schedule.
Oh, okay. What other teams are in that area?
Where are the conference ones?
Let's see. At Louisiana, home versus Old Dominion, home versus Texas State. At Coastal Carolina, home versus James Madison, home versus Georgia State. At Georgia State, at Appalachian State, home versus Georgia Southern.
Is it East Carolina?
No, they're American.
Yep, they are. Man, I just look like
a rival of this team.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Is it Coastal Carolina?
No, they're on that schedule.
Oh, they are on the schedule. Okay. I feel like this could be obvious.
Yeah.
It's really obvious. It might be staring you right in the face.
It's Marshall, isn't it?
Marshall.
I'm looking right at that.
Georgia does play Marshall in week 1.
I was thinking about it. I was like, no, they can't play Marshall. And then
they do. Brand new coach for the Herd, and we're going to go to Georgia. Week 1.
Watch out, dogs.
Here we go. Here's another schedule. Home versus Central Connecticut State, at Syracuse, at Delaware, home versus Ball State, at Buffalo, home versus FIU, week off, at Boston College, at Rice, home versus UAB, home versus Duke, home versus Air Force, at FAU.
Is it like UMass or something?
It's not UMass.
I'm trying to think. It's an independent, it feels like. Is it?
It is.
Okay.
UConn.
You got it.
UConn
you bet.
Yep.
UConn is still independent in football.
Because I remember they played Tennessee, and they were saying that was the first Tennessee independent school that they played in
probably since they had played Notre Dame. Oh no, they played UMass a couple years ago.
All right, let's go to the FCS ranks. Here we go. Week 1 at Arkansas, home versus Alcorn State, at Tennessee State, home versus Lane College, at Bethune-Cookman, home versus Jackson State. Actually, that's a neutral site versus Jackson State. Home versus Mississippi Valley State, week off. Home at another neutral site versus Alabama State, at Grambling, home versus Prairie View, home versus Florida A&M, at Texas Southern.
Alabama A&M.
Yep.
Wow.
Alabama A&M.
I thought, okay, every time they're remotely close to this place,
well, that's
you guys get it wrong.
That's the Magic City Classic with Alabama State down at the.
They're playing.
So that's what gave it away for me.
They're playing in Mobile versus Jacksonville State at Lad Peebles, and then the Magic Cities at Legion Field against Alabama State.
Every single year.
Yep. Wow. That's the one that gave it away for me.
Yep. One of the best.
Because after the first one, I was like, I thought of last year's schedule. I was like, Arkansas, Pine Bluff, but no.
I will say this: if you like hearing some marching bands, that is one of the best games to go see.
The SWAC has amazing marching bands.
They are amazing marching bands. A&M's band does fantastic. Alabama State does fantastic. They have like a battle that they have. It is unbelievable.
Yep. All right, good job, guys. I couldn't, other than Marshall, I wouldn't have given you.
If you just sit staring right at it,
you're staring you right in the face. Go her. All right, guys. We'll see you guys tomorrow a little bit early. We're going to be at 12:30 tomorrow. All of us have places to be. These guys got some middle school volleyball, and I've got some more practices to hit up, and my son's first t-ball practice.
There you go.
There we go.
We will see you guys tomorrow at 12:30. So for Taylor Plott, Hayden Burks, Michael Marks, I'm AJ Good. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
Going the distance for local sports. This is X Sports Today.